bit about me, I am very competitive, like super, super competitive, more than you, probably. But I've always been competitive ever since I was little, and unfortunately, it didn't come with any sort of athletic abilities whatsoever. So my parents had to find something else for me to compete in, because if you're competitive and you don't have an outlet for it, then you're what's known as an asshole. So they had to find something else. So my parents just stuck me in the obvious alternative to sports, which is, of course, essay writing. You knew that, right? Yeah. My school held these essay contests all the time, and I went to a Catholic school. My whole family's Catholic. Was anyone else raised judgmental? Yeah. You get it. So they had these essay contests. Like every year the church would pick out a topic, you write an essay about it, and I never won until my last chance, my 8th grade year. My essay got picked. It was so exciting. I got to meet the Archbishop, who, if you're not Catholic, the Archbishop, that's like a normal priest, but scarier. And I think my essay got picked because I knew a lot about the topic that year. What was the topic? Thank you for asking. The topic that year was chastity. Is there now a photo of me in the Our Lady of Perpetual Sorrow school newspaper from 2007 with the title Chastity Champion? Yes, there is. Am I embarrassed by that? No, I'm not. Here's why. That year, a boy in my class told me that he jacked off to my photo 14 times in one day. And I didn't know what he meant. I grew up pretty sheltered, if you couldn't tell. I grew up pretty sheltered. But I think my parents did a good job. Like, they were good parents. Like, my little sister was valedictorian in high school. That's great parenting. My brother, he's a Division I athlete. Awesome parenting. I am exploring my options. If hearing that makes you feel uncomfortable, imagine how I felt reading it in our family Christmas letter last year. Because it makes it sound like I'm unemployed, right? That's what it sounds like, which is not true. I have a job. I am a teacher, so I just wish I were unemployed. Oh, thank you. No, teaching is great. I like my job a lot. I mean, it sucks sometimes. You guys get that. But I will say it has some unexpected benefits. Like, I don't know if any of you read the same very legitimate BuzzFeed article that I did, but it turns out that teacher is one of the most swiped right careers on dating apps, so doing pretty well. And I can confirm, like, guys like teachers. When I tell a guy I'm a teacher, I get one of two responses. There's the nice one where he's like, oh my gosh, you're a teacher, good for you, you must love kids. I teach high school, so I don't. The more common response that I get is also much grosser, of course. When I tell a guy I'm a teacher, most of the time he responds with something like, we didn't have teachers like you when I was in high school. What, like 26 with a bad credit score? Sure you did. The worst one that I got, this guy, I tell him I'm a teacher, and he says, oh, I wish I was in your class right now so I had a better chance of getting with you. Yeah, here's the thing. If your go-to pickup line is to accuse someone of pedophilia, don't. It's been a good year so far, I will say that, with teaching. Like, nobody's pregnant yet. Sorry, nobody's showing yet. You never know. I'm sure you guys already know this, but Indiana still teaches abstinence-only sex ed, or as I call it, lies. So I usually have a couple of pregnant girls every year. Last year I just had just one. She's a great girl. Obviously, people like her. I remember she told me that she was pregnant, though. She comes in, she tells me she's pregnant, but she's not sure how it happened. I was like, yeah, I get that. Then she tells me it's because she's never had sex before. So I asked what she meant, and it turns out that her boyfriend told her it only counts if both people come at the same time. I know. Which, like, if that were the case, I would still be a chastity champion. Thanks so much, guys. I'm Katie Hetlage.